I already talked to you about it because the the dentist was like, hey, bite, like show me your bite. I was like, all right, cool. And he goes like, hey, why are you only biting from one side? I'm like, I'm biting from my left. Like, no, you have a gap on your right. I was like, I've always just been like that. It's like I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. It's like have you ever had like any trauma on your jaw? Has anybody like have you heard a car accident or anything? It's like, no, not really. It's like, yeah, you need to fix that too because he's just telling me like, yeah, you should fix that because eventually you're from biting on one side too much, you're gonna lose your teeth. And I'm like, fuck, dude, that's it.
And that's how he found that I was kicking him in the neck while he sleeps. While he slept, like I used to fucking.
Those are all the kicks
kicking him in the neck, dude.
What's up, Turkey? How we doing today?
Pretty goddamn good, dude.
Happy.
What about yourself?
Terrible.
Really?
Nah, that's terrible. Not as terrible as I thought. Actually, it was terrible at one point. So me and Turkey lived together, and it happened around maybe 4 a.m. So so over the last weekend, there was a big storm. Big storm.
Big storm.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I can't spoke.
A big storm.
Yeah, there was a big storm.
Hey, in a way, it's pretty cool though. Thorm.
Storms?
Yeah, it's a thorm.
Now I want some norms.
So
some
this
pancakes.
podcast is called Yesterday's Thorm. Last week's Thorm.
Next week's Thorm.
Yee, dog.
No, actually, it's gonna be our second Friday the 13th special in a way.
Well, officially, it's not Friday the 13th though.
But it's gonna be our special for Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it has to be a special because this is not officially Friday the 13th, even though it feels like it.
Yeah,
for Lalo,
it does feel like a Friday the 13th.
For Lalo, it came early for Lalo.
Would you tell me it's my karma?
It's probably all your karma, fucking bottled up together.
I wonder what karma it is. Cause
I don't know, dude. What have you been doing that's bad and making you naughty and shit?
I see. I'm not bad, but not a bad person. I don't think I am. No.
Interesting. yeah, not the way I see things. But.
No, so there was a big thunderstorm over the weekend. It was like 3 days straight. Was it like did it start Sunday night? I forgot when it started.
Yeah, it was pretty sequential. Yeah, it was.
It's probably one of the biggest thunderstorms I think we had in LA in a while.
Yeah,
I don't even think last year was. I mean, then again, I don't remember because I remember I was traveling, so I don't know how things were in LA.
That third day got pretty violent though.
Yeah, so no, actually, it was the second day that got really violent because it started really at night.
I think the last day too was pretty violent. That's when I heard the water even crazy.
Well, because that's when the water kind of stopped on a Tuesday. It started Tuesday morning.
No, I don't count that one. There was 3 days and then that morning.
Yeah. Then that morning it stopped like around afternoon.
So yeah, I guess it was a third day. It wasn't the second day. Yeah, second day it was. I mean,
because it started like Sunday night.
Apparently, 18 people died already because of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, back to the conversation. There was a big thunderstorm, and I got one of those water leaks that I get every year, and specifically in my room all the time.
I was getting them before you moved in.
Yeah. So I got this water leak, and at first, like the first day it started raining, I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna be fine. And then throughout the course of the night, it eventually started leaking inside, and I could hear the drops as I was sleeping. I was like, boop, and I'm like, all right, I gotta get up. So that woke me up that weekend. It woke me up like around maybe 2 a.m., 1 a.m. I got up and I'm like, and I text Turkey. I'm like, hey, dude, I think it was like around 11 or 12, huh? Well, doesn't matter. I ended up texting Turkey and I go like, hey, I'm gonna need to borrow one of your buckets, cause
no, that was another day.
No,
are you building up or
this is like the day it started?
Oh, because I thought you were talking about yesterday.
No, I'm not. I guess I am building up. So I had text Turkey and I had to like, hey, dude, I'm gonna need a bucket because I'm gonna need a second bucket because the first bucket ain't doing it. So this leak is really like right in front of my TV, right in front of my
Your Harry Potter collection.
My Harry Potter collection, all my Funkos and everything. So I was like, oh man, I'm worried that something's gonna happen, but whatever. So it was like it just built up to like a little dot, a little leak. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll just put a bucket.
Hey, actually, per our manager, you're gonna have to move the sofa by tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll move it. What do you want me to do?
Because they said they just wanted everything cleared out by her.
That's fine. I just moved it. I just went back to how it was.
Sorry, we went off a little bit right here. I just gotta like kind of remind him because he did move the furniture on, and we were literally under the hole right now. You know what I mean?
So let's go back to the story. So yeah, so I told him, yeah, give me a bucket, blah blah. All right, days went by. This happened like Monday, Tuesday morning. Finally, it stopped leaking. And last night to me was Wednesday night. So if you're hearing this on Saturday, then it happened on Wednesday night. I was sleeping like a little baby. So then, Thursday morning come up, like around 4 a.m. I just start hearing like a rip. I start hearing like a little tear.
Yeah.
I start hearing the tear, and I'm just like, but I didn't think about it as much. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm gonna get up. And as soon as I got up, I hear a big thump, like just my whole like roof just collapsed. It just collapsed, bro. But it startled me because I've never gotten that quick up from bed. I ain't on earthquakes, bro.
Hey,
like,
can I ask you something? Did you? Oh my god! Hold on.
I don't like how like the bad shit that happens to me is your entertainment.
I don't know why. Man, this is gonna get me down the line too, because I keep
this is gonna be your karma.
I keep falling, I don't know why, but like your karma is kind of funny. Hey, hold on, but did you ever think like? Hold on.
I thought about if I had my bed underneath that shit, I would not. I would already move my bed.
No. But my question is, did you think when that fell down? Did you expect like Master Splinter's legs to come through?
What the?
You know how in the movie his legs come through and they tickle his feet? You don't remember that part?
I don't remember that. I gotta watch it. Actually,
you remember when they were fighting in the docks, under the docks?
Damn, which is this, part 2 or part 3? Part 2.
That was like that first one. No, that was that first like live action one.
Yeah, the
and
one.
Then,
okay.
I guess he falls through a hole through the wood, and his feet are on the other side, and then one of the fucking turtles like tickles his feet.
Little turtle.
Really? You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember that. I have to. I know that's one of the movies I've been wanting to rewatch because I saw they have them on Netflix or Hulu, whatever. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so like the first little section of like the where. Oh my!
Yeah.
But it was crazy because it didn't look as bad. It was just a little dot, and apparently, I guess it just really wet the whole drywall, where it just started. It just made a big damage. It's all.
Hopefully, we don't get asbestos in here.
So right now we're podcasting. We're underneath a big ass sunroof.
Yeah, pretty much. Your room is a coupe now.
It's a little coupe
with a drop top,
and it's gonna be one for the books for sure. But yes, how's your?
It just shows you that this fucking podcast.
What about it?
It just.
Well, actually, it goes.
It's over the top if you get it. You know what I mean?
It goes over. It goes almost like full circle.
The roof is on fire.
The roof is not on fire. The roof is wet.
Hey, shit is falling on you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's asbestos.
Yeah. So
I don't think it's healthy to be down here.
I don't. I mean,
now that I think about
it, that's why when it collapsed, it was like 4 in the morning. Yeah. Then the second part of the drywall ended up falling like 15, 20 minutes later, and I knew it was gonna fall, but I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna wake up Turkey right now. There's no way I'm gonna fucking go, hey, dude, come check this shit out right now. Like, I need help, whatever."
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm just gonna move. Oh, and on top of that, it fell on top of my PS5.
I mean, partially.
No, it fell on my PS5. It fell on my.
And you know what's funny? The day before, I told him, "Hey, man, have you seen this video I sent you?" Because I was trying to send him a video. Supposedly, like all these PS5s are coming like I guess there's like a defect that people are noticing that if you stand it up, there's like a liquid around the chip that'll leak if they have it standing up, and a lot of the consoles got recalled because of that. But I sent them a video like, "Hey, you should." Instead of just having it standing up, you should just lay it down. And Yeah. And he's like, nah, I like it standing up.
I do like it standing
And
up.
then
I didn't want
the
to.
first thing that got hit by by the asbestos was his fucking PS5. This is why I know it's all karma. I don't know why.
Maybe I should have never bought that PS5.
Yeah.
That's my karma right there. I've been thinking about like rearranging my room.
Yeah, this room is tough. I've tried many.
A little more podcast friendly also.
Yeah,
And a little more like also like guest friendly, but it needs a lot of all the work that I thought I needed was gonna be hard already because I need to do a lot of like rearranging. But now with this fucking rooftop and then my other wall pinning because of the old leak that was there, which surprisingly is still there. I don't know why. I mean,
yeah, when I used to live in here, that was the problem for me is where like I didn't know how to organize shit. Like I was like nothing. It's either one way or the other. Like you either have everything on one side and then just flip it around. That's really the only two options because the room is like an L, like literally, like it's a fucking loss.
See, the way I see it is that the way I have it now is more guest friendly. That as opposed to moving everything the opposite the other way, it's less guest friendly.
Yeah, so it's a tricky one because
Yeah.
there's also like this big ass like heater on the wall that makes no sense. Like one of those fucking 1970 heaters.
It's
on
like
the
one of
wall.
those like space. It's not even a space heater. It's like one of those heaters that come within the apartment.
Yeah.
I think those are by law. They have to be on them. They have to be there.
No. Those are old schools. Those are old school heaters. They used to put in like
Yeah, basically before the space heater.
because apparently this is what I found out about this apartment. Apparently these apartments back in the day, they used to be condominiums.
Oh, really?
And then I don't know what happened, and then I guess they started going through owners, and then eventually got to our owner, and they just fucking never renovated this place.
Yeah.
Like this place has just been fucking falling down every year. I'm surprised this fucking building exists.
I'm surprised whoever owned the condo here ended up selling it to someone.
Dude, this whole building is like a hazard zone. You need a hard hat to live here.
This is a fucking final destination.
To go to sleep, you need to put on a hard hat. You know what I mean?
For real, man. I was thinking about how like
You need a vest and a hard hat.
If my fucking bed was there, because I thought it was okay. Didn't think that fucking ceiling was gonna fall.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna fall.
Like I saw it like bag up. Like I saw like the little like it started building like a little bag. But I was like, oh, that's not bad. I've seen worse, and I don't think it's gonna be that bad. And I was just thinking, like, I remember at one point you used to have your bed on this side where the leak is at.
Yeah, man, just waking up being slapped by fucking asbestos.
That shit would have knocked me out, bro. I could have been unconscious right now, still unconscious, off conscious, whatever. And then you would have been knocking at my door, and you're like, "What's this fool at?" Oh, damn. And I would have never came up. I would have never came out of my room. You would have never.
Yeah,
known
because when I woke up, I was like, "What the fuck does this bitch want?" You know, because sometimes I look at his text and I'm like, "What the fuck does this fool want?" And then I looked at his text, and he's like, "Help, help!"
I wrote help. I just wrote. I just whelp. Oh, I said whelp.
He's like, "Help, help,
whelp." The second part of the damn ceiling, I hit up the. You gotta hit up because Turkey is the one who like deals with the manager and supervisor.
By the way, I'm gonna give you her phone number. You could just hit her up whenever. But
well, anywho, I mean that's the point. It's like Turkey does that, and it's just kind of like it. It also worked out that way because I was never really home. So anything they had to do in the apartment, like you were the one coming in and out. But yeah, yeah, so this is our second Friday the 13th special, and we started off with Friday the 13th 30 episodes ago, 31 episodes ago. So
yeah, no, this is 31.
This is what I'm saying. This is 31.
So 30 episodes ago.
So 30 episodes
yeah.
ago. What did we talk about? Oh, what did we talk about that Friday?
Dude.
Did we talk anything like creepy?
No.
We
just went to like I felt like it was just like kickback or something. Like we were just drinking. Like we didn't even talk about anything supernatural.
Is that when I got like drunk with? I got drunk and then we hit a Manny. We both
that was
drunk.
he was on our first episode.
We were very sloppy on that one, don't we?
Yeah, it became really sloppy towards the end. I think we started all right, kind of decent, and then somewhere down the line we fucking lost it. But it's totally it's kind of fair.
I mean, we already established that, So that's already off the table. But I'm just wondering, like, what can we talk about Friday the 13th? I don't remember a Friday the 13th where anything creepy happened to me. especially the day before or after.
Really?
No.
Hey, you know, it's funny because I always think of that the day, and then nothing ends up happening. But then today happened, and so I know everything is possible.
Well, we're on a 12 today, and it just all this is just happening because the weather is just dumb. And by the way, those fucking those cities that got got flooded, dude. That's crazy. Like San Bernardino, that shit was wild, dude. I don't think that's
Apparently, this is a video I've seen on Instagram. I don't know if it's fucking true, but it's one of those fucking like weird videos that people make. Apparently, you know, it's backed up by science, but apparently, California is gonna receive like 99.9% of all the water. Like, I don't know how they fucking put it. They were like, it's gonna receive the most water out of the whole part of the earth this year.
really.
Yeah, that's how much water is coming through our fucking.
So we're not even ready for that shit.
Apparently, there's gonna be 3 more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, including this weekend.
Shit. I mean, I'm not even ready for this weekend.
Yeah, so
I got a feeling it's really gonna happen.
if anything, we should just go get a kayak or something. Just put it in the room.
I love those videos where every time it gets flooded, there's always some fucking Californian with his kayak right there in the middle of the street.
Or like the people that were doing that in San Francisco. Did you see that one? But like in my mind, I'm like, dude, a lot of that is sewer water too.
It's nasty, bro.
It's shit water. A lot of that is sewage, bro. Like people don't realize when they're throwing themselves in that water, all that shit gets mixed.
Kind of
Like,
reminds
it's not
me.
all rain.
It kind of reminds me of like that Woodstock when everybody's like just showering on the, like just like playing with the mud and it's all feces.
Yeah, they're pretty much drinking water with fucking shit in it.
Oh man, dude, fuck that. I do. If I see like just like even, I don't even stick out my tongue if it's raining just for the water.
But you stick out your tongue for other things, huh?
I don't know. I can't say. I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, you kind of fell into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't.
You
pretty quiet there.
You know, a specific female, yeah.
Okay, a specific female. That's it.
Yeah, not any female.
Yeah, a specific female.
Yeah.
I never said any of the female, did I?
Yeah. I don't know.
Look at. So I'm actually gonna be home. I'm actually thinking about getting tatted for Friday the 13th because they always do like
Tell them when you're gonna get tatted.
I know I'm still like in the air for it. I'm still like I'm digging.
You just told me like
no, I know
like an hour ago. This is exactly what I'm getting on.
Okay,
my,
this is
my
what I
arm.
want, but then I'm also having second thoughts about it. Like I want to get something where it's just not. It's rushed right now because I'm thinking because of every Friday the 13th they have like specials. They have Friday the 13th specials. So I'm gonna get my first Friday the 13th tattoo. Friday the 13th tattoo. Yeah, I'm excited for it, man.
Really?
Yes. Hey, how do you feel about smelling all this petroleum in this room now?
It's pretty intense, but I would rather smell petroleum than this Vestas.
Can you explain to me what you can you tell the people what you told me about this so I usually get these Bed Bath and Beyond candles, and I got some for Christmas, and then I got donated some by Turkey over here. And can you tell the people what you found out about these candles?
Again, these are all based on stupid videos I watch like on Instagram.
So they're not even.
So I don't know how back they are, but they sound so fucking like I'm really gullible.
I really thought you went deep into
not certain things on some things, yeah, but some things nah.
I feel gullible because I believe everything you said because you're such a guy.
I mean, the way they made it sound in the video is that most of the candles that are made now, like manufactured for in-store purchase, they're all made with some sort of petroleum, and it's literally like you're just lighting a match to gasoline.
Yeah.
I think the way they explained it was like it's the equivalent of like turning on your car and letting it run in your garage, and then with all the windows and doors closed, and then just letting the engine run and just letting it do its thing.
Yeah, I remember one of those one of the very first memes that before there were video
Before
memes.
Meme Lord.
Yeah, before. Well, it was way before. It was maybe high school still. There was this meme where these people go camping and then they put put
A gun to his head.
no, they put a camper over the truck.
Russian roulette.
So they turn on the truck just so it could warm up inside. Like, yo, man, you're gonna kill yourself. Like, you remember that?
No.
It was a
Was
meme.
it a show?
No, it was a meme. It was just like it's like
Yeah, it's a suicide joke because apparently a lot of people try to commit suicide like that. Like they close all the in a fucked up way. Most of the like the crazy dads that go crazy and they want to kill their family too. That's usually what they do. They close all the windows.
Oh,
they close all the doors and just let the car run.
Oh, not Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit did some crazy.
They know all the carbon dioxide. Is it carbon dioxide? I don't know. The emissions seep into the house and they pretty much poison you while you're asleep.
That's all fucking chemicals and shit. That's all bad. Dude. All bad for you. I remember when I used to work at Universal Studios.
Actually, before you go to stupid ass Universal again,
no, it just reminded me because
no, let me finish. So apparently there was a situation like that where a dad was trying to kill himself and his family, but it backfired.
What happened?
Apparently he passed out and went into a coma, and his family died.
Oh,
so he survived.
So
he survived, and then
fucking asshole.
Yeah,
he's still an asshole for that.
Carry on.
No, but I'm saying because I when I used to work at Universal, we used to have the trams that would take you from like the bottom of the hill to the top.
What kind of tramps?
Trams, not tramps.
Yeah.
And the big. I remember the drivers would always be like, you know what? I'm not driving this thing. I gotta take it back to the lot because this is like has too many fumes, dude. I remember when I used to work in a shuttle. Like,
you mean fume, fume.
Sure. Yeah. So I used to be on these fumes and yeah. And dude, I remember how fucking like lightheaded I would be by the end of the thing.
But see, imagine that's outside, right?
Outside
in the parking lot, right?
No, it's like on like the open, not parking lot.
Exactly. And I'll just imagine that in a fucking closed garage, in the intimacy of just you and your dog right there, just looking at you. Like, bro, you don't have to take me out. Just keep me outside, bro. You just keep me outside.
Just let me run wild, bro.
Yeah, just fucking let me go. What the fuck am I? You know, what did I do to you? You fucking bitch. Imagine the inner dialogue of a dog is like, he's like, what the fuck did I do to you?
Like you could just left me with a squirrel.
Yeah,
that would have been fine.
Just fucking let me go and become a fucking street dog.
Man, something. I should have been a fucking wolf.
All right, you took it too bad. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like with I was thinking about
by the way, that's why most of the like the garages they all have like a window or like open, you know, the subterranean garages.
They have open?
Yeah, they always have to have like a
window on the
you
gate.
know how you go down to the garage, there's like different windows.
Yeah.
And then there's it's so all the emissions can escape.
Yeah, so that fucking car shit
Yeah.
escape. You know, there's people who live in garages. I wonder like if
garages. Yeah.
Damn. Yes. Oh, hey, I know I never talked about my dental work I got.
I think no one really cares.
Yeah, no one really cares, but I gotta bring it up because guys, take care of your teeth. God damn.
Is it most of your work all like preventable? Like if you really took care of your teeth, could all that be preventable?
You know what? I was on my last.
You're
visit.
not answering my question. Could you answer my question first?
Okay. Well, this is actually gonna lead up to your question.
Okay.
All right. You want me to answer your question?
I mean, I just kind of want an answer. Then you go your story. No.
Okay. Fine. Go.
Well, I mean, I already asked the question.
No, not really.
So everything that you've had done,
it's kind of like you know how people are diabetic and they look fucking healthy and stuff?
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I'm not looking at you. I'm just,
dude.
This
why
podcast, we're talking
why
to
you gotta
each other.
fucking look at me?
We're talking to each other.
Is this a fucking uppercut right now?
This is a little jab. No, but I'm just saying, there's people who are like they look healthy and they have like diabetic problems. And
keep glancing at me, bro.
I'm not okay. Fine, I'll throw another one. There's people who I can't think of another one.
I don't. Yeah,
that was easy.
For some reason, being diabetic is number one.
That was easy. Like like people who have heart problems, and I have.
You're still looking at me.
I don't know. I feel like I have heart problems. To be honest,
really,
I feel like I do. I don't know. I'm scared to bring it. I'm scared to talk about them because I feel like
everything, all the work they've done eventually someone has to go through that. If,
Yeah.
if what if like I really took care of my teeth, like I'm really brushing them every day.
Well, you can, but you gotta think about too. Like when you're a kid, you don't really give a fuck about your teeth. So you're whatever it is that you.
It really depends on your upbringing, though.
Yeah, so I'm saying like if you're really like your parents actually took you to a dentist and actually made an effort to do that, like yeah, maybe you'll be fine. Maybe you won't get it as bad.
Because there are people that they're really good at that.
Yeah,
like, they're always brushing their teeth. I'm like, yeah, once a week for me, you know.
By the way, it's been a while. Shout outs to our friend Cindy. She's actually like a dental assistant out there, and
who's Cindy?
Our number one listener.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Cindy. Wait, really? She's a dental assistant.
I think she's a dental assistant.
Hey,
I had talked about this with her like a while back, and about the whole dentist thing, and I was telling her how like I was scared on my first visit because I'm like I know I need a lot of work, and she just kind of like at ease me a little bit, like hey, you fucked up. You're gonna go through it anyway,
Hey, shout out to her, but also hook it up. Hook it up.
You have to go all the way to Fresno.
Hook up some dental services over here.
Yeah. So, but I'm finally done with my dentist appointments. But I mean, going back to your question, that's a really interesting story, thing, because I was on my last visit. I was I was in the chair or whatever. Doctors coming in and out, and injects me with that numb shit on my gums. I'm always scared about those because it always feels like a pinch. And then it just takes forever to wear off. But anywho, the story is that the guy next to me, him and his, so I guess like he only talks Spanish, but his wife talks English. And he was just like, hey doctor, I'm here to get this done. And he goes like, no, we need to do implants on all your front teeth.
What do you mean by implants though?
Like he was like, they'll remove them all. But then
what's wrong with them? You got baby teeth, huh?
I don't know what it was. I honestly, this is what I was just listening. Like in the beginning,
you know that picture comparison you did with Sonic. I think that's gonna be the cover for this podcast.
No,
yeah.
Nah, that can't be it.
It has to.
I don't. So there's this Sonic picture of the
old Sonic, the original
Sonic before they did the adaptation to
before the modifications.
There we go. That he has like teeth, and then Turkey says that I have the same teeth as that same Sonic, and then I did a side by side.
Dude, exactly right. Holy shit!
It's not that far off.
Dude,
it's not that far off.
It's fucking spot on, bro.
It's not that far off.
I'm gonna have to like get a picture of that and put it on the podcast somewhere.
Yeah, you can't put it on.
Just a frame.
I'll put it on Instagram.
Yeah, on the Instagram.
Psych. Nah, I can't. But I mean, I probably will if I want to get a little laugh of it, laugh at it. So yeah, why not? So yeah, so this guy next to me, he was like talking, like, I guess he had visited prior, and he was like, "Yo, they told me that I don't have to do this," and I guess he was getting like consultation, is it? Yeah. So from different doctors. And his Don's like, no, we really got to remove all your teeth. And he's like, your teeth are fine, but what's going on is that your teeth, they're eventually just gonna start falling off because they're getting rotten from the inside. His teeth look good from the outside, like, but the inside, like the X-rays, it said that they look bad.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, oh shit. So I guess it might be a gene thing too, because that's what I'm scared of. My dad has bad teeth.
Yeah.
My dad's like teeth fell off like when he was like 40 something. So,
yeah. Did he give you a number?
Well, actually, he didn't really fall off. They were like spreading open, like they were like getting gaps.
Did he give you like a number of years though?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Is like, so this is my worry now about me. I already talked to you about it because the dentist was like, hey, bite, like show me your bite. I was like, all right, cool. And he goes like, hey, why are you only biting from one side? I'm like, I'm biting from my left. Like, no, you have a gap on your right. I was like, I've always just been like that. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. It's like, have you ever had like any trauma on your jaw? Has anybody like, have you heard a car accident or anything? It's like, no, not really. It's like, yeah, you need to fix that too, because he's just telling me like, yeah, you should fix that because eventually you're from biting on one side too much, you're gonna lose your teeth. And I'm like, fuck, dude, that's it.
And that's how he found that I was kicking him in the neck while he sleeps. While he slept, like I used to fucking.
Those are all the kicks
kicking him in the neck, dude.
That didn't occur to me, but now it does. Now how many times have you been punching me?
Have you ever been punched when you're asleep?
Nah, not punched. Not when I'm asleep. I've fallen off my bed.
Yeah, that happened to me once too.
I've fallen on my bed like as an adult,
Yeah,
and I wasn't even drunk.
that is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I think what happened is that at that time, have you ever had one of those dreams where you just like shake and it wakes you up?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was like that. I think I was like at the edge of the bed.
You're at the edge of your seat.
Yeah, I was at the edge of the bed, and I think I just shook or whatever.
You just shit.
Yeah, and I just fell off the bed.
Hey, you know what? Now that I'm looking at you like actually talking, like I'm noticing that you don't really open your mouth a lot.
That's why I have like a
You have like a lisp.
like a list, and that's why I don't think I pronunciate my words right sometimes.
Yeah, pronounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I started noticing that. Okay, this is my theory. Can I give you my theory?
That I got kicked real bad as a kid.
No. This is my theory. So don't get mad though.
Yeah, let's go.
So I started noticing that I also started like to slur, but I noticed.
Well, you always had like a little lisp. Like you always had it, but it's not strong.
Yeah,
and like,
but you know, this is my theory.
Right.
This is my theory. I'm throwing it out there.
I picked it up from you.
I picked it up from you. I think I did.
No, because you've always had that lisp.
Really?
Since I met you.
Really?
Yes.
How does it sound like though? A little cute.
A little cute, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
As long as it's cute, you know.
I don't know about mine because like my words don't come out. I don't pronounce.
See,
my
like
words.
right now where you're talking, it almost feels like you're just talking where you're like, you're like puckering your lips,
like a little fishy.
Yeah, you look like a little fish, like, boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've realized, and I also noticed it too.
That's why when you laugh and you talk, when you're laughing like loud and you're talking like right now, like you sound clearer because you're opening your mouth more. But when right now you focus in, you're
it's like, who's my little baby? Who's my little baby? Shoo-boo-boo-boo. Shoo-boo-boo-boo. Is that what Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Talking about sleeping and falling off beds, I've realized that with this break that I've had, I've been dreaming a lot more lately.
Dude, I'm
I don't know if it's just like because I'm not stressing,
dude.
or
I
already
told you, bro. It's the fucking shadow that's in here. There's a shadow in this room.
You think that shadow's trying to kill me?
I don't think he's trying to kill. I don't. Oh shit! What if it's a he? I said he right now, dude.
That's it.
What if he's just trying to like?
I mean,
we all got quiet.
Well, just to put it in perspective, right now, this room is pretty dark right now. I don't have any lights on, and we decided to record this podcast pretty late. But damn, dude, it is pretty dark now. Like it feels weird, but yeah. Anywho, yeah, I'm telling you, because I think I'm not as stressed as I was before. Like, you know, I don't have a routine where like I have to get up right in the morning, blah blah blah, go to work, blah blah blah, and think about the next day. No, like for me, it's like now it's like I'm.
But you didn't seem stressed when you were working though. I mean, that was just my perspective. Like, you didn't seem like extremely stressed.
I
mean, there was a occasional bad day at work, but like, you know what I mean?
Is there a difference between working Lalo and a non-working Lalo?
Not really, to be honest. You're kind of the same person overall.
I still do my own thing, huh?
Yeah, like I think this is why it's all mental to you. Unless, I mean, you view things differently, of course, you know, because it's you know, but I don't know. I mean, you never seem stressful when you're working. If anything, you seem a little more happier
when I was working. Fuck. Yeah. Sorry. Now. Yeah. So I guess I am going. I guess I am a little. What do you call it? Depressed, I guess.
He does.
I do find myself. I'm telling you, like with like not working, like I do feel myself a little more relaxed when it comes to sleeping.
You seem more relaxed for sure
when it comes to sleeping,
except yesterday.
Yeah, that's not no.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, when that shit fell off, and I was like, "Yup, this shit stinks, dude. I'm gonna go to my mom's house."
It was a bad stench, huh?
Went to my mom's house and I just fucking knocked out of her bed. Dude.
What did she tell you? Like, what the fuck?
No,
did they kick you out over there?
No, it's because she has dialysis at 4 a.m.
Oh,
so when I got there, she wasn't home already. I even turned on the Even I turned on the light to like her room, and I was like, "Where the fuck's my mom?" I was like, you know, I was
She's
like, what?
gone.
Yeah. For a second,
Yeah.
like knowing my mom will be like in Mexico right now. Like if she
Yeah.
had a chance to go to Mexico just for the weekend, she would.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Where's my mom?" Like, and like, oh, and then my little brother woke up like to use the restroom or whatever. He goes like, "Oh, she's in Dallas." It's like, "Oh, that's right." But I always thought it was like different dates, so I didn't
Yeah.
think about it. But yeah, dude. Those were I'm telling you, I'm dreaming more. I had a really, really crazy dream where my first band that I used to play for got back together, and we were playing. Th- this is a band that we started when we were like 11 years old, right? And one of my buddies who I recruited, I don't want to say his name. Yeah,
Sounds like a gang.
well, this kind of bands you kind of do have to
It's
recruit.
kind of like a gang with like those pocket knives.
Well, with a Swift Army knife.
Yeah. Swift?
Is it Swift?
Swiss.
Swiss? Yeah, there's Swift.
Swift?
Yeah, so I this guy who I recorded, one of my buddies from like middle school.
Yeah.
I dreamt that he was in my dreams, and we got
You dreamt that he was in your dreams?
yeah, I dreamt so stupid. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my dreams, we all got the band back together, and we were playing the Bank of California. We were playing the bank, and then on the Bank of California, like it was kind of like a festival, but we were like one of the headliners, and like we obviously we weren't famous, so people don't know us, but we packed up the fucking Bank of California, and then on the way to the show, my buddy was like, "Bro, I just picked up 40 hours at work. I don't know if I should have called in sick." And in my dream, I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it, bro. The trip, like, it's better not working." But I don't know. I don't see. That's what I don't understand. Like my dreams are they trying to tell me something?
Again, I feel like I think your mind is still struggling with the fact where like you feel like you should be doing something.
Yeah.
You know, like in your mind, it's still it's almost like part of your mind is not letting your body relax fully because you're like, oh, we gotta stay in flight mode. You know,
Yeah.
we gotta react as soon as you know, and maybe I mean again that's why this time is a little healthy for you because you gotta learn how to like settle down a little bit.
Yeah. I think I need to like. I feel like I'm in a rush now. I feel like there's crunch time almost, and I'm afraid.
Yeah, because
I'm afraid of crunch
that's
time.
no, but that's normal because it's the beginning of the year, so everybody's gonna feel that.
Yeah, because
Even I feel a little bit. Of that.
on the last podcast, I was telling you how like I felt a little more relaxed, but now like as the time goes on and as my ceiling just keeps falling, in my
Damn.
as
reals.
like I feel like it's crunch time.
The
almost.
skies keep falling, huh?
The sky is falling. The sky is falling,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's a little more like I really need to get something going, and but I was telling, I think I was actually talking to you. It was you, yeah. I was no, I was telling my mom this. I was thinking that before going back to work. Oh, I did tell you this. I want to take like a 1 week like real vacation. Right before I go to work.
Yeah. Have you decided where?
I was thinking Puerto Rico.
That's actually not bad.
Puerto Rico or just back to Mexico.
Do Puerto Rico.
But I want to do that. Because we talked about Oaxaca. I want to do
Yeah.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca's a little dangerous right now.
Yeah, Oaxaca is.
Try to stay away from Mexico for now, because everything you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen in Mexico right now.
Yeah, especially
It's a little weird down there.
Yeah.
I would stay away from Mexico for now. It should be a little lighter next year, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think Puerto Rico is a good option because you don't like it. It's a U.S. territory.
Yeah,
as well,
U.S.
so
territory, so it's a little more
no
safer.
no money exchange or anything.
You
You
know-
use the dollars out there.
You know, my buddy Danny. Shout out to Danny, by the way. Danny, AC's best brother. He was talking to me, and he goes, he actually went to Salvador like right before the holidays, and he was posting these pictures of Salvador, like these views, beautiful ocean views. Dude, I was like, whoa, bro, where you at? I didn't know he's in Salvador until I asked him, like, hey, bro, where is this, bro? You in Malibu? He was like, nah, it's in Salvador.
anything in Central America is nice.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what it is? Like, I think we're just scared to go to these places because of what we hear. Like for me, I'm comfortable going to Mexico, regardless if there's
Dude.
like all this shit going on.
Central America is way lighter than it used to. Now I feel like it flipped. Now like Central America is a little like safer, except Guatemala. It's a little more sketchy.
Guatemala, yeah.
it's a little more sketchy. But if anything, it flipped. Now Mexico is like the red zone. You know what I mean?
But Mexico's always been a red zone, and every time I've gone, I still feel okay.
I mean, if you want to risk it,
Except for that one time where we're in a Uber driver, and the Uber driver was telling us how he had to work for the narcos.
Oh yeah.
But I was talking about narcos and shit. Fucking, I was just listening to this podcast Julio Cesar Chavez did.
Oh really?
That he was saying that how like they were, because they were questioning him, like, dude, why would you want to meet these narcos fools, like, because he met all the big dogs like Chapo Guzman, El Azul, and all these fucking mother dudes, right? And he goes like, why would you want to? I guess it was like big thing, like, why would you want to meet these guys? And he goes like, dude, like, these guys looked up to me. These guys were like they were like a fan base, and then if they would be like, hey, te quiere conocer el patrón. He had to be like, yeah, I have to go, because like, what would happen if I say no? You know, like, I would be like a disrespect to these fools. You know?
Yeah. It's a form of ego down there. Like it's like people feel slightly disrespected for the little things.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Especially
weird.
you know, but then again, like, you know, it's always like, if I know somebody that I'm like, let's say I have high power, and I have this high power money and whatever.
Yeah.
And I want to meet you, who has like the parallel discussion. I want to meet Turkey. Would you say yes?
Oh, like you're saying, like
Like I was like the one in power. I have money and all this other shit. Like, and I was.
I would just won't even reply to your message. You know what I mean?
No, but I know where you live now, because I have connections.
All right, that's a little weird. Like, why do you have my info? And if you have my info, just pull up. I mean, like, at that point, you know, you're already by my house. You know, fuck
at that point, just comes like, "Acostarme, yeah, llévame."
fuck, just tilt your head down, put your hands behind your back. They put the bag over your head.
Yeah, they put the bag.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I always find it. I always find it how it's crazy how, like, in Mexico, like, even the soldiers, they cover their face because they don't want the people knowing their, like, that's crazy.
Dude, that's not just Mexico. That's Russia. That's so many places, bro. Like, it's so corrupt.
They have to cover their face. Even the soldiers have to cover their face, because they don't. Because then they'll go after their family.
You have to, man.
And that's fucking crazy. Just by knowing their faces, they're like,
it's fucking dangerous.
Because there's so many insiders, bro.
It's fucking dangerous, dude. The fact that the Mexican military is already infiltrated heavy with cartels, it's insane, dude. Apparently, this is the word in Mexico, is that the Mexican Marines are the only ones that are hard to infiltrate, because they have like they're almost like the equivalent of the Marines here, where they don't get, like, you know, they understand what they're doing. You know what I mean? They're there for their country. You know, they're not gonna be easily swayed. But apparently, I feel like it has gotten infiltrated before. You know, but they just say that's kind of like the rumor down there, where it's like it's the hardest ones to, like, the hardest group to, like, kind of like talk into joining the cartel and doing shit for them.
Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't, like, cause with the whole thing that happened with Chapo's son getting captured, like, cause to them, like, in on that part of that town, like, they look at him as a like a, not a savior, but what is it? They look up to him pretty much.
Yeah, but look, this is where it's also
And that's where it gets tricky too.
This is where it's also the people's fault as well. Like, people have to realize the money they accept from these fools, it's all blood money, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's doing good. I'm putting quotes up.
Yeah.
But, like, you got to understand the root of it. You know, the root of where all that power is coming from.
Yeah.
And that's fucking death and destruction. You know what I mean? Like, and if the people are down for that, then you have as much blame to it as anybody.
Yeah, as anybody. You know? Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like, that shit happens because, you know, it's pretty much almost brainwashing if you think about it, right?
It is brainwashing.
Yeah. So,
look, it's almost like speaking up to a king. Like what you said, like, you would be scared to say no because of the consequences. Like, what could be a consequence? You know what I mean? It's like he could have you executed for some stupid shit.
Like, you.
So in the way people are kind of like cornered, like almost extorted to say yes and to go with it. So either way, even if they say no, it's like they know it's death if they go against it. You know, that's why Mexico is like the worst place to be a journalist. You know, like,
yeah. Or even in UK.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like journalists. They don't. I don't know what it is. I guess because they always twist shit like our journalists always twist shit around for the story.
Yeah. Plus, a lot of people that are journalists nowadays, they don't even know what a journalist even is. Like they just come up with assumptions and without doing the actual like work or the groundwork they need to do, they just make shit up and just make articles.
Yeah, it's kind of like attention. It's like you want like the best content,
And
right?
no, and the
and you
thing,
want to be read. You want to. So
but the thing, the wrong thing about the journalism nowadays is that they put more of their opinion into these articles than actual facts and shit like that. You know?
Okay.
So this is why it makes it really hard to really find a good source of journalism out there.
Yeah, like I was also like it's kind of like those things where like. Because right now we don't have Trump as president anymore, so CNN just went down.
2024, baby. No,
so like CNN went down, bro. Because that's all they were talking about. Is that, dude, Trump was on the news every fucking day.
Yeah,
and now it's like everybody wants to tune in to see what they were talking about.
Yeah,
but now it's like it's also like the effect. Now it's like Fox. It's like Fox is like
But you got to realize most of those news outlets, they're all funded by corporations.
Yes, like. They're all funded by pharmaceuticals.
No, they're all run by ads. So that means true journalism can't. They're just gonna go with whatever sells.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna go for stories like those stories that really mean something to be heard around the world and shit like that. They just want to go with what they know it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
Same thing with movies. They're just gonna fucking make these stupid blockbusters because they know this is what. Again, quotes what the people want, but again, it's because there's so much money behind it that these companies are just throwing so much money at, and that's what they're paying for. They're like, we want the sexy stuff, we don't want the stupid shit, like according to them, So this is why it's like journalism. You see him being around you too much,
dude. It's funny because I was looking at the little peeling because my paint is peeling, and you know how you said it looks like me.
It does, dude. It's like it's your fucking shadow. I'm gonna take a picture of that and put it on.
But we'll take a picture when the thing drops. I'll take a picture of like on my room, like there's like this little like part of the like wall that's peeling because it was like dripping water, and then he says that because I did a turn like the whole paint apart, and it says it's like the shape of me.
It's the shape
of you.
I'm
looking at it, I was like,
so much. It's your head, your boob, your stomach, and your little bulge, and then your little legs.
My little bulge.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't stop.
Hey, but going back to the journalism thing, that's why you need a good source that's funded independently.
Yes.
Meaning by the people.
Eventually those things get corrupted too.
Yeah. Eventually you do.
And that's the problem.
And that's the problem with everything you make. Let's just say you start a company tomorrow, right? You started with the best intentions. You treat the people right.
Greedy. People get greedy.
You treat the people right. You do everything to innovate and to make that company grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, when you pass that company, even if you pass it on to your kids, even if you give them the best morals and everything, they're gonna deal with their consequences.
I'm like that. I like that we're going into this topic because this brings up like the WWE, and but apparently they didn't even sell to Saudi Arabia, like not yet. That's not final yet. Because you know how you were telling me how Vince McMahon actually sold to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I just saw the meme and I just sent it to you.
Well, there is talks. I guess there is talks, and then the reason I brought it up now because you were telling me how like, dude, if these like let's say Vince McMahon does sell to Saudi Arabia, and you were talking about like.
That'll be fun. That'll be funny.
The girls will have to cover up.
That'll be funny if they make the girls wear hijabs. When they wrestle,
they will have to wear they will have to cover. I'm pretty sure. I don't
think so because the company's mainly going to be in the U.S. and then once in a while it's going to go to Saudi Arabia. So once they do go to Saudi Arabia,
that's true.
Then they cover up.
Because anyway, that's already happening,
dude. Because they know it's business. Like they know, like these rules don't apply. You know what I mean?
Outside there,
so the company's mainly going to be where they know it's making a lot of money.
Yeah,
they're not going to remove it and just censor it around Saudi Arabia.
No, I mean I know that, but
it will be stupid. It's like biggest example. The owners of PSG, they're all Middle Eastern, right?
You're right.
They're all Middle Eastern, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they would have heard the news of Neymar and fucking Mbappe dating trans girls or whatever, they would have lost their shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and they can't do anything
because it's not in Saudi Arabia.
Exactly, they can't do anything.
Yeah, like your boy Ronaldo not being married.
He got a little exempt though. He got a little exempt.
I mean, you have to be the the richest man in the world to pull that off. And that's what I was telling you. Like riches, like the laws were only built to protect the rich.
Yeah.
They were only to protect the rich. They don't give a fuck about the poor.
Yeah. Apparently, you can't live with a girlfriend in Saudi Arabia. You have to be married to her if you
You
want to
have-
live in the
yeah.
same place. But
And-
they bend the rules for him.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. And then did you see that video where like, I guess he's being presented to like the crowd and whatever, and then his other like beautiful like.
Oh,
chick
apparently
is-
that was that other dude's wife.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, this
Yeah,
fool.
there's another dude that was presenting him.
Well, I don't know if he was or not, but it almost looks like Cristiano Ronaldo is actually checking out this chick too. Like, and then his girlfriend was like, ugh. But the craziest part to me is that,
Hey, Loki,
like, bro,
look,
like
hey,
you,
Loki, she looked
you wouldn't
cuter.
even marry your girl already just because you had to. Like,
Hey, Loki,
they had to bend the rules for them.
Loki, she looked cuter though. The other girl.
She looked cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked beautiful. I mean, both girls look beautiful, dude.
Nah, I like the other one.
Yeah, I like it. Well, you can't just be choosing. You got the one.
Yeah, hey, beggars are choosers.
I like that one.
In your mind, I could be a beggar and a chooser in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, we have to. I mean, it's cool for the guy. Cool. I mean, he got
So a Loki hating on him.
not low.
Loki hating on him.
I mean, I've always hated the guy. I've not hated the guy, but I always
Loki hating on a dude.
I've always didn't like Ronaldo.
Where the fuck is Francisco from fucking two Mexicans who might to back me up on this? Dude?
fuck that fool, dude.
Only he would understand how great Ronaldo is.
Yeah, he would not understand how great Ronaldo is. He didn't even know what football is, dude. That
Yeah.
fool's like,
Hey, shout out to him though. Shout out to him.
shout out to Mexican ones in my.
Yeah, shout out to them, dude.
It's been a while since we talked to those guys.
Yeah,
I haven't
hopefully
had-
we can have him on in a couple months.
Yeah, I would like to bring him back on, but we will have to bring Francisco like with like tape around his mouth for a little bit.
Why?
I'm just kidding. He's wild, man. He's a wild man. I miss those guys, dude. I miss those guys. I just can't wait to like start bringing people back in. Once I get this.
Right now, the studio's under construction.
Yeah,
We're not gonna let anybody in here for a while.
Parallel Boys.
The
Studio.
Parallel Boys.
The Parallel.
Yeah.
The Parallel Boys Studio is under construction right now. So until then, we have to understand what we're going to be living under and breathing under these circumstances of whatever this is. I mean, I think I should have took it out. I think I should have took down the insulation.
Nah. Leave that there, bro. Yeah, just don't touch it anymore, cause
No, I don't want to touch it anymore.
yeah,
but,
do not touch it anymore. Just leave it as is, cause
it's all for.
it's just it's gonna get worse. Trust
Yeah,
me.
it's
Just
all-
let them handle it.
What if at night the rest of it just falls off?
Yeah.
Nah, I would have fallen off already. Honestly,
What if you look in that little creek in that little hole in there?
you know what now?
Hold on. What if you look in that little hole right there and then you see a little rag doll in there, with like a little voodoo doll.
Hey, talking about like about seeing shit. When you were a kid, now that it's Friday the 13th, this is the Friday the 13th episode. When you were a kid and there was like the room was dark, right? But like you had like a little, I don't know, like you could have had like a chair with a whole bunch of like coats on it. Did you ever think in your mind that was like a monster?
Like in the shadow, like
Like,
as a shadow
yeah,
figure?
like a shadow figure. or something?
I've that comes to mind sometimes.
Like I always looked at things like that when I was like a little kid.
Yeah, that's come to mind sometimes, but then I realized, oh, I'm an adult now.
Now,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
now it's
You
not
know what
so
I mean?
much. But now that I think about this hole here, like I do think about shit coming out of that fucking hole.
That would be crazy if you find like a little voodoo doll like hidden in that. like-
Dude, that'd be wild. Dude,
and then you looked at it and then it says Lalo.
did I ever tell you the story that I thought that one of my ex girlfriends had a voodoo doll of me?
She probably does. She
I think
probably
she-
did that.
I think she did, and let me tell you why. So, my ex girlfriend, my ex, whatever, she lived in Mexico, and one time she asked me, "Hey, my friend is actually gonna go see this one dude, so she could like put like a little like what do you call that, like an hechice or what like a little spell or whatever. Do some fucking
Wait. She told you let's go somewhere so I could do a little spell on somebody.
no. So her and her friend.
Uh huh.
The story is that she was gonna.
Wait, were you were you were there with her?
No. She called
Or
me.
she told you?
She called me on the phone,
Oh,
and she
okay.
goes like, "Hey, um, me and whatever I'm gonna go with her. She's gonna go see this one dude because she wants to see, like, she was like pretty much saying like, oh, he's a tarot reader. Uh, he was like a tarot reader, and he goes like she just wants to go like with this dude, and so for whatever reason, right? And I remember she was like, all right, cool, whatever, go do your thing. Like, hey, she goes like, I kind of want to do it too. I was like, do what? Like, oh, it's just like a spiritual cleaning thing. And she was kind of make it sweet, right? But then again, like when she got there, like she started sending me pictures. Like, dude, she's actually like fucking putting like a little curse on this food. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And so then now I think about it, and I think that she fucking,
Yeah.
I think she probably took a picture of me or something.
Did you really piss her that off?
I think she was just obsessed with me. Where like it got to
Oh, breaking news! Breaking news! Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland charged for domestic violence.
wasn't he already in deep trouble before?
Really?
Yeah, wasn't he already in hot water before?
For what? This is the first time I've heard.
No,
this.
but something else happened with Rick and Morty. I forgot what it was, but it was some other shit that was like going down. I forgot what it was, but I thought it was something similar to that.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. That just
So
shows
he's the
that
creator.
everybody has a little demon inside of them.
I have a buddy who works on that show. So
Just beat his wife.
fuck. I don't know. People beating their wives is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the story, dude. Like, so I think she really might still have a voodoo doll of me somewhere.
Yeah,
Maybe this is why it's falling.
a little brown voodoo doll.
little, little,
Little brown skis. Brown skis voodoo doll.
a little brown voodoo.
Yeah. With the hair to the side, with the black hair to the side.
Yeah.
And his hands in his pockets like this. Yeah.
With a little fucking LAFC sweater.
LFC sweater. You know?
She knitted it.
Yeah. All the details.
For real. I think there was no LAFC during that time that we were talking. So
Yeah, but back to that black magic with a K. Just know that will come back at you, and it will come back to you a millionfold. So don't get into that. That's the bad way. Wishing bad on other people is the worst.
I don't.
It's just untamed energy. You know, it's a lot of people don't know what to do with that hate when they feel resentment towards somebody. So instead, they want to like make the other person like really feel it. But the best way to do that is to put that energy into something creative and follow your heart and just do what you need to do and just move forward. You know, sometimes walking away is the best thing.
That is the best thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it took me a while to learn that too.
And it's hard because
I was so mad. I was so mad at whatever I went through with that person.
Yeah.
That I felt like doing the worst things.
Yeah,
to her. Not the worst things to her, but like I thought the worst things that could happen to her. You know what I mean?
You know, it's something.
And that's the energy that I was just wasting on.
You know,
whatever.
something that people don't realize is that if somebody else has like crazy karma, the people that are around them also are affected.
Dang.
So, like, I'm just saying, like, if somebody has an ill heart towards a lot of people, and you're doing damage or whatever, like, you're just wishing the worst. You're always fucking in your head that, you know, you always go into victim mentality. It's always you. You know, at the end, it's gonna crumble down on you, and it's gonna force you to look at yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Try
to avoid people that are.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to the people?
Try to avoid people that are in the wrongdoing of things, because that would also affect you. Even if you have the cleanest karma, just know that being around people with horrible karma will also rub off on you.
You know
and vice versa too.
Though it happens though, like
because let's just say it's vice versa too. Like let's just say you feel like you've never done anyone wrong. Let's just say. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. I'm just saying, like, hey, like, my heart is always in line with everything I do. And I always follow my heart. I always wish the best for people, even when, like, people don't do that for me. And sometimes you feel like you have bad luck, and you're like, why am I having bad luck? And then you realize you're like you're with somebody with like dense energy. Like they're always
Yeah.
pissed, they're always mad, this anger. And then
Turkey.
as soon as you leave that person, you realize your luck changes. It's
Yeah.
because you guys are exchanging energies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There is this time where, well, there was times where when I used to hang out with more people back in the day, like when I would like be at shows with more like mutual friends of mutual friends, you know what I mean? And there was times where I would hang out with these people, and it got scary at one point where like I knew like I shouldn't have been in that situation,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, this is the wrong time. This is the wrong time to be here right now.
And
It's
then
bound.
you just no,
And then-
and
and
you
then-
realize later those are the wrong people.
No, and then I
period.
would leave and like, yo, good thing you left, bro. This happened and this happened. It might not be the craziest thing. It could have been like, oh, dude, like this fool just got drunk and ended up just
Yeah.
going fighting everybody, and I could have been in that mess, you know. And there was times where I was in very
Circumcised.
uncircumcised. I was very
That's what you gonna say?
no, I was in
Very
this
uncircumcised.
I was in this uncircumstances. I was in the circumstances I shouldn't have been in. And you know, there was I shared this story with you when when I was like 15. One of my bands, we were playing in the backyard, and I knew I should have we should have left that fucking that backyard, because it got into a big brawl in the back, and then like we all just decided to like man up and just act tough, and then it ended up with like real bad things. My friends got shanked. My brother got stabbed. You know, it was just wild, bro. It was like,
Yeah.
so like those kind of things where I just think about like now as an adult, as I'm looking, like we could have just avoided the situation.
Yeah, you gotta.
And you feel that energy. Just people just want,
Yeah.
people just
They just want this madre, like they just want to fuck
Yeah.
it, like they just want to create chaos. I don't know, and it comes from the anger, like that's why you always try to surround yourself with people that have your best interests at heart.
Yeah. Did you ever? I was watching this documentary today. Did you ever see that one dude that saved some people is it in Fresno or Sacramento? I'm talking. This is one dude. His name. He used to go by damn, I forgot his name. But he was like a very hippie dude. They got him on camera. He was pretty much like, yeah, man, this happened. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And I was saving the. I will say his name was Clyde or something. Well, that's what he went for, Clyde or Kyle. But the point is that this guy was like on the news, like because he saw everything. Like I guess what happened is that over in Fresno or Sacramento, I forgot what it was. There was this someone was getting jacked or whatever, but he came and rescued these people, and he ended up saving them, right out of like some guy beating them up or whatever. And then the news guy's like, hey, so what went down over here? Like, oh, he was saying a story, but he was like a very like real like hippie guy, very very heartwarming too. He was like a hitchhiker. They call him the hitchhiker, the hatchet hitchhiker, something like that.
So he used to kill people just hitching rides.
So no, so this is what happened because I guess this guy was he was a really nice guy. Like he was like he could fool you with his nice like.
So he was just deceptive. He was just
like I guess he people just took him for his kindness,
Yeah.
But for him, he was snap too, because people think because he was bullied when he was a kid. So like even if you're laughing with him, he wouldn't know if you're laughing at him or with him.
Yeah.
So he would just snap and
So
be
he's
like,
just a psychopath.
yeah. So the story is that this guy got really famous because he ended up like coming to the rescue to these ladies, and he's all over the news. I'll show you. I'll post it up with this when this thing comes out too, because it's a really good documentary. And I didn't know about this because everybody. I remember the guy like in 2013, he just skyrocketed and even came out on Jimmy Kimmel. And so this guy, I guess like throughout his life, he just hitchhikes, and I guess he ended up like in New Jersey, and then he ended up killing this one dude. He says that it was rape, that they raped him, but they say that it's not because they showed no, like there was no sign of like defensive wounds on the other guy. He just feels like he just killed him. So that's weird. I mean, and for him to say that he was drugged and all that stuff, and then still able to do that to him under the effects of drugs still, and saying that this guy did not get like fucking any defensive move on the other body. That's pretty.
And just know murderers, like in order, they have to kind of know your psyche. They have to know the human psyche a little bit to deceive you enough to lure you in.
Yeah.
You know, so there is a lot of depth to that. Like it's a predatory mindset. You know, that probably what he was doing is he was just luring guys in as like, oh look, I'm a hitchhiker, but then he ended up just fucking killing a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out his name. Was the name of this killer, dude? Because he was like really famous, dude. I forgot the hatchet uh uh killer. I forgot his name, dude. I didn't know we were gonna talk about this, but Kai the hitchhiker. Apparently he had a real name too, but he went by Kai the hitchhiker. But he's in jail for like 27. No, for 57 years, over there in New Jersey. But yeah, dude, this guy like if I show you the video, you'll recognize him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or I'll even show you his face. But his name was Kai the hitchhiker, and you'll recognize him right away.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him on.
Yeah, he came out on the news.
Yeah.
And yeah, so apparently this guy ended up like fucking, like, he was a fucking killer too.
That's crazy, man.
And then this guy was like, everybody accepted him. There was even people like, I let him stay at my house
Yeah.
because I thought he was such a nice guy.
Yeah. You gotta be careful out there.
Fuck, I mean, I don't even think I'll let I don't know, some strangers just because, I don't know. I mean, I would feel bad, but I can't do anything about it. I honestly, I'll lend a hand, but I don't think I'll let anybody just come into my house, like, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, then again, I guess he was kind of like a celebrity in a way because he was getting like famous, and that's how he ended up going around because people would know who he is because of all the videos and be like, "Oh yeah, where you going? I'll take you."
It's kind of similar to that killer. Apparently, there was like a show back in the 70s, a dating show, and some guy went on there, and he was on his dating show, and he was like flirty and stuff, and then it turns out like a couple years later that he was a serial killer.
Fuck.
Yeah.
This is scary. I don't know.
Yeah. I forgot his name, and I forgot the full story, but that's the gist of it. Where he was on he was on like on one of those talk shows back in the 70s, and he was trying to get with his girl on the show, and she and it's funny because apparently they asked her later like, hey, what did you think of, like, what kind of, and she's like, he gave me like weird vibes.
Yeah.
Like, so it goes back to like women just kind of know when the guy is like a little weird, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know when fucking guys are fucking just fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. Like, I just be like, yeah, I'm not staying here long enough.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. Yeah, but going back to the to the karma thing a little briefly, just not so much about it. But even if you don't look at it as karma, look at it as a cause and effect. You got to look at the world as cause and effect. So if you keep getting fucked over, that means you're in the effect part. You got to put yourself in the cause.
Is there a balance between bad karma and good karma? Like, you know how there's good karma too? Like, is there a balance where, like, it's not going so well, but it's not going so bad? It's just living day?
I think you just have to, it's because the point is, this world is it's constructed. It's all cause and effect, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be part of that construction either way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're in the worst, just know that you can make the best of it, right?
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can roll with it. And that's what life is. That's what every dad will tell you, every fucking like old man, every old woman, like old people will tell you as advice. They're like you just got to roll with the punches.
With the punch.
Meaning whatever comes, you just got to adapt and go with it. And it sounds like boring advice. Trust me, it's very like,
yeah. Nobody wants to hear.
it sounds like
that.
it's
people
too,
think that you're just.
it's
like,
too upfront. It's too vague. But at the end, you realize that's the most solid advice you'll ever get. You know?
Yeah, people just don't. They don't have these conversations young until later. You know.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me this while I was 20, I'd probably be like, just so like, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
and the biggest example right now we could like kind of like tell people is like, you know what happened to you? You got let go. You were a little bummed, but and I remember I told you like you just got to look the best. You got to look at the best of it. You got to look at this in the best of light, you know. And at the time, you're like, what the fuck? Like, let me go through my shit. You know, you kind of want to go through the process of hurt a little bit because you're kind of like mourning the loss of the job, but at the same time, you're like, a few months later, you're like, yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. But I had a homie who also helped me through it, you know?
Hell yeah, dude.
Like, you shake it over here. Shake it big, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like, those are good things, bro. That's your good karma now, bro. Like, you're going to get good karma, dude.
Yeah. My good karma is that I'm going to die fast.
Shut the fuck up.
Heart attack, yeah.
Shut the fuck Dude, I'm
be like, help.
I'm telling you, I feel a little pinch on my shoulder, and I'm just like fucking tripping out.
Yeah. Hopefully, I die in my sleep. That's the best way to go out.
When you're old. When you're like in your...
Whenever it comes.
No.
Yeah, whenever it comes.
I don't think people.
I think this might be the year. I think this might be. I think this might be the year.
No,
I think this might be the year.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking just go to your room and start putting the heater up till you fucking sweat.
Dude, actually, it's funny you brought that up because I don't know why. Like, I turned on the heater yesterday in my room and the fucking jack kept resetting in my room. Yeah,
really? I see. That's a ghost.
That's the first time that it ever happened.
Dude, it's Friday the 13th vibes, bro.
So
shit's going down. Damn.
So just the takeaways from today is don't date toxic bitches that do voodoo on you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the main takeaway. Don't fucking date them.
I should have already seen the red light. I mean, there was plenty of red lights before that, but I didn't think because I don't think she would be capable of it. You know, like I knew like there was already some hate, but I didn't think she'd be capable of doing it. But I really think she did.
Yeah.
No wonder I feel.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
That's funny. Well, to close off this podcast, let's wrap it up. How everyone, hope you all had a good Friday the 13th. Hope you all, spend it like a little stitious, but not too superstitious.
Yeah, and we might have an extra episode this Monday too.
Actually, we might not because I'm off. I'm actually gonna be in Portland.
Dude, that episode's been on standby for months.
Yeah. There's a episode on standby that we need to release. That was supposed to be released last year, but we kind of just hold it on. But it's fine though. I'm happy that we're still holding on to it because the following week I'm gonna be in Portland.
Yeah, but you could do it this week.
Oh no, I'm gonna do it, but I don't think we should release it that day. I mean, the same week.
All right.
But that's gonna be something we'll set up for.
Yeah, and we're kind of. I don't know what episode we started saying this, but we might have some videos soon. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
More like Turkey's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because Lotto's too busy doing nothing,
I'm busy. Let me have my relax time too, dog.
Yeah.
Shit.
Your only focus right now should be school and a podcast.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Not even the roof.
Oh, the roof. Yeah, the roof. That's definitely. Actually, right now, the roof is one of my main ones.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you guys for listening to A Parallel Discussion. Follow us at aparalleldiscussion.pod. Also, email us at aparalleldiscussion.ask. I'm glad to be back. Full throttle.
It's not full throttle yet.
Charlie's Angels 2.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us, and have a blessed weekend.